So for Sabbath, instead of cakes and ale, I'm gonna bring avocado toast and Starbucks.
I'm on keto this week. We made a rule not to talk about carbs.
I'll just get Postmates to bring us some cheese.
Whatever, can we just Grubhub some Thai for the solstice?
You guys, I need some new crystals. We should go to the mall.
But like, Mercury's in retrograde. I don't know what that means. So I was talking to this guy online, but I found out that he has a Capricorn moon.
Absolutely not.
You do not need that in your life.
No. This phone is cursed. I saw this on Pinterest.
You guys, all the pictures that I posted from Pagan Pride only got like 500 likes. Should I take them down?
Who in the actual is that?
You cannot ring my doorbell if you did not text ahead.
We will hex you.
So are we gonna start filming pretty soon? Did you guys wanna like take a selfie first?
Oh my God, let's take a selfie.
We should definitely take a selfie.
Hashtag squad goals.
Hashtag those witches though, right?
Hashtag witch squad.
Hashtag who are those millennial witches?
Well, you're about to find out, bitch.
Millennial Incantations.
Hey
Hi,
girl.
I'm Jamie.
I'm Siren.
And I'm David.
And we're Millennial Incantations.
And today we're gonna talk about, well, ourselves.
Who are those millennial witches?
Everyone wants to know.
So this is my sister.
Hi.
And this is like her twin. And for the past 10 years,
Twinners.
Twinners. Twinning.
Winter Wonderland.
I'm joking. And so for the past 10 years, we've been practicing Wicca together, and we're a coven.
And our coven does include 2 other people, which we just have chosen not to put on film.
You're welcome.
For very good reasons.
You'll completely understand.
Sorry, Trevor.
Sorry, Suppy.
Bye.
Bye.
Hashtag not sorry. For years, what we've been doing is we've been teaching various people of the pagan faith and people who are not a part of the pagan faith a little bit more about Wicca. We've tried to really retain an open door policy when it comes to Wicca.
Which is not exactly common practice. A lot of Wiccans decide their rituals need to be secret, but we feel that sometimes to understand something, you have to experience it. So for certain rituals and holidays, we have let's call them muggles, watch us practice.
So we were thinking about that practice and how we like to involve the can't spells into our circle, and we decided that we would extend that invitation to the world at large.
Cha! Hi, Cad.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello, little witchlings.
Welcome to our circle.
So one freezing January evening earlier this year, we were sitting around.
And we were really discussing where we wanted to take our coven and where we wanted to take our knowledge, because, you know, we've been kind of sharing our knowledge with people amongst our friend group for so long. And we thought it would be a good idea just to start sharing this with the world, what it means to be a witch in 2019.
We all have unique and kind of differing experiences as far as witchcraft is concerned. Personally, I really wanted to share that to be a witch, to be a scientist, to be a witch in this day and age does not have to be mutually exclusive. For me personally, magic and science are very similar. I just wanted to express that because a lot of people feel that to be one, you cannot be the other. And I mean, that's not how I live my life.
Jamie and I really used to feel differently about that. We saw this very clear split with magic on one side and science on the other. And I don't know about you, but I think I kind of felt like because I was a witch, like I could not live in this like rational, scientific world. And it was really through meeting you. And also Nightwish's album, Endless Forms Most Beautiful, that I reconciled that magic and science can coexist. And it actually does make sense to both have knowledge and have faith.
To explain the world with science is not to demystify the beauty of nature, it's to explore it through a different avenue. When you delve into chemistry, when you delve into biology, that's really where you find the magic. These processes that are happening constantly in the world, in your very body. To me, that is magic. If you even understood half of what your circulatory system does, you believe in magic.
There was this quote from True Blood that I really loved. The Vampire Bill, he said, just because you understand how something works doesn't make it any less magical. And I thought, Yeah.
Truth.
Yeah. True blood.
True
In
blood.
fact. So one of the reasons I wanted to start the series, I've always been really irritated with all the misconceptions and outright lies that there are about witches and pagans and Wiccans, especially in pop culture. The witches you see on TV are so far from reality, and most of the stereotypes are so negative. This has always bothered me. And I was reading about how in the 1980s, Laurie Cabot was so angry with what she saw in the movie The Witches of Eastwick that inspired her to go public and tell everyone in the world about her life and her faith and her practice, because she really just wanted people to understand the truth and not have all these negative and ridiculous stereotypes about her. Now, recently, we're presented with things like the movie The Witch and the reboot of Sabrina, and they're continuing this long, horrible tradition of evil witches that worship the devil. I'm so fed up with that. And I thought, if I admire Laurie Cabot for speaking out back then, why shouldn't I do it now?
On that note, public service announcement. If you like any of those shows or movies and you're Wiccan, it doesn't make you a bad witch.
It's totally okay.
It's totally awesome. But you do need to realize that there is a difference in what pop culture is telling you and most of the time what the truth is. One of my favorite movies is The Witch. I just love how it's filmed. I love everything about it, but I totally understand that it is not in any way factual. So you just kind of have to separate those two realms of thought in your head when you're watching those types of things.
I'm totally enjoying Sabrina, but that's why it's so frustrating, because even though it's really enjoyable to watch, I can't stop thinking people outside the pagan faith are watching it and thinking that they're seeing the truth, that witches worship the devil and eat their children. And that totally puts a damper on like the really good cinematography.
Yeah, and I totally 100% agree with you. And that's actually a reason why I wanted to start the series. I am just sick of people in our everyday life who make assumptions about Wicca, what we are and what we are not. And some of the first questions I get, do you worship the devil?
I don't even like him.
Yeah, can you cast a love spell for me?
Absolutely, maybe?
On you, probably not.
Do you ride a broom?
On occasion.
It all depends on if I gassed up my car last night. It's just different questions like that I really wanted to teach everyone. And I know that sometimes people are just coming at it jokingly. Other people really do think that these things are true. And when I tell them about the craft, they honestly most of the time look a little disappointed. So I just wanted to put the truth out there for everyone we come into contact with. Hey, this is what it is, this is what it isn't.
Also, yes, magic is real. What are you, simple?
Obvi.
It is. It's very real.
Just maybe not in the form that you think. So our goals for the series are, first of all, to educate people about the truth about Wicca, witchcraft, and paganism, and hopefully to entertain you while we do it.
And then another thing we really want to do is inspire people, both of the pagan and non-pagan faith, on all platforms of social media. That's what I wanted to do. And like this, for instance, just really give everyone an idea that the possibilities of Wicca are endless. And no matter what size of space you're working with, what budget you're working with, that there is no right or wrong way to be Wiccan.
And to further that, we'd like to show that pagans, non-pagans, everybody can coexist. Magic exists whether you recognize it or not, and some people tap into it, some people don't. Whatever your speed is, we're here for you.
We're hoping that through education, entertainment, and inspiration, we can build a community of understanding between people of the pagan faith and people outside of it. Because really, the ultimate goal that we want is togetherness, acceptance, kindness.
That's kind of what we wanted our whole core set of values as well as our name to represent. So Millennial Incantations. It's how to practice the faith in the modern world in 2019, because it's completely different than how it was in the 70s and 80s.
We chose the word incantations because it literally means casting a spell or some kind of magical talking, and we're going to be doing a talk show about magic.
And then millennial too, because everywhere now especially social media, it seems like people are thinking the word millennial is a bad word. It's a nasty word to be called. And that's just who we are. It's part of our entire generation, which is made up of all different types of people from all different walks of life and all different faiths. I really feel like it's the generation of exploration of who we are, what we can be, and what we want to do with this world.
And we'd like to show that something that is conceived of as an old world practice, something that may not fit into your hustle and bustle life of smartphones and tablets and interwebs. In fact, you can practice something magical. You can have your technology, and you can have your witchcraft, and your cake.
I love cake.
Who
Cake
doesn't?
is so good.
Everyone likes cake.
Bran hates cake.
Not everybody likes cake.
I can't even talk about that.
You don't have to have a really, immense spread to practice any type of witchcraft. It can be done from your desk at work, saying a small prayer, or at your job in a retail environment, taking a moment to breathe, which in and of itself can be a religious experience. With Wicca, many things do involve, some ritual and everything. It can be brought into your everyday life.
I really draw strength from the word millennial because we get a lot of flack for being iconoclasts. We don't do things the way they've always been done. If it doesn't work for us, we throw it out and we find something new. I love that. That's the core of our generation, but it's also the core of Wicca. We don't have to cling to things that don't make sense anymore. We can honor tradition and we can break tradition at the same time.
We cull practices that don't work for us. We shape, we change, we evolve. In essence, we are the very being and core of nature. But with smartphones.
This is so deep.
I know.
Oh my god.
I've never heard you say something just so smart before.
Because you never listen to me.
What?
Wicca used to be a really big secret. Very, very, very hush-hush. And it's not anymore. And so we want to talk about it.
Covens used to swear you to secrecy when you were initiated, if you could even find one. And that was another big part of the secret. When Alexander's and Gerald Gardner were founding their covens, they would only accept, specific people. It was very exclusive. You were lucky if they found you in the first place. And then once you were in, they just ordered you to keep everything that happened within a secret. So Wicca was just really not accessible to a lot of people, especially the people who needed it.
As millennials, it is our birthright to get our voices out there. We deserve to be heard, we deserve to be honored, and we deserve to make noise, which is what we're gonna do.
Man.
Preaching.
Samoda be.
Somewhat better do.
Samoda is.
Somewhat done.
So everyone has a voice, and we're all helping Wicca evolve. And all those voices matter. So that's why we're here. We want to be part of this conversation.
We ourselves are looking to grow and transform. We want our coven to be something more than what it is. And we thought that perhaps we could help others in that endeavor. We want to help you grow, help you find yourself along this path, and hopefully inspire some more conversations.
And finally, we really want to be the people we wish we had had when we were teenagers, when we all came out of the broom closet. We want to be the people that potentially parents can go to see what Wicca is and what it isn't, and really see that at its very core, it's a peaceful religion.
We'd like to express that you can be a witch in this day and age, and there is no stigma attached to it. There's only freedom. There's only strength. Along this path, you can find yours.
And if you're new to Wicca and you feel lost and alone and like everyone around you doesn't understand or is going to judge you, we want to be there for you. We want to be that friendly face that cares about what you care about and is willing to help you.
For us, it was kind of lonely being witches in the Midwest growing up in the northern Bible Belt, just trying to make our way through our faith whilst simultaneously facing the judgment of our peers. And we were really lucky in the way that we had family to help us through it, but we know that a lot of young witches don't have friends or family that also worship in the same way they do. So just like Siren said, we want to make sure that we're there. So girl, literally always slide into our DMs, every second of the day.
Yeah.
Because you're not alone anymore, sweetie. You got us.
Yeah, we're here whether or not you like it, so.
And you won't.
We are Millennial Incantations. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, of course, please leave a big thumbs up for us. And don't forget to subscribe below. And if you have anything else to add, don't hesitate to leave a comment. We love comments.
Yeah, start the conversation with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Also, I love your ring. Where did you get it?
My mom got this for me for Christmas at a garage sale.
That's pretty as hell.
I know, right? I think it's a real quartz.
Oh my god, this is the ugliest effing ring I've ever seen.
I know, right? Ugh.
Where did he even go?
Probably to some ugly ring convention.